Alrighty. Today we are breaking down how you can become a high IQ basketball player and be one of the smartest people on the floor and make defenders look stupid. Because if we're being honest, boom, he jumps, Luka pump fakes. He pump fakes, he jumps, he lets him jump. Then he pass fake. He could have drew the foul here too if you wanted. He pass fakes it. Boom. He's got to turn his head because he's like, oh, he just threw the ball. Boom. Luka's able to step through, throw a pass. He could have went up with the layup. Pass it. Boom. Pump fake. Pass fake behind your back because you can no longer see the ball. What is human nature? We're just like dogs, honestly. We're just like animals. When you have a tennis ball and you got a dog with you or whatever, or a frisbee, whatever, if you throw it, if you fake throw it, the dog knows that, oh, I think you threw the ball, so I got to look. And then once they realize you still have the ball in your hand, they turn back around. But they go for it every single time. Humans are the same exact way. People will fall for pump fakes and pass fakes dang near every time. Doesn't matter. Especially if you do it right. Things and corners. So they can't help too much. So he's gonna make them dance a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hesitate. Boom. The thing about momentum is when you use people's momentum against them, it's one of the best things you can really do. Because like I said, nobody can read your mind. So when you do a move, basketball is so predictable that when you do a move, people think they know what you're gonna do and they're gonna try to cut you off. So this is perfect for you to do counters and embarrass them. So boom, he knows you're gonna try to cut him off. Boom. He knows again, like I said, basketball is predictable. He knows again that okay, I just created space. Unless Bam is gonna let me sit here and shoot this shot, he's gonna jump again because I created enough space to where he feels like I don't want to let him get an easy shot off. Boom, pump fake. Bam lunges forward. Perfect time to go past him on the step through. Easy bucket.
Good defense there by Luka Dončić. Takes it to the hole.
Let's rewind this.
Good defense there.
This is one of the most. This is probably Lopez already knows his man is open because the guy who was guarding Luka got back. So Burke is like, dang, my man's open. This is why you should always have your eyes up. You should always have your eyes up and scanning the floor. Not just have your eyes up, because a lot of people dribble with their eyes up, but they're not scanning the floor as they're coming down or making their own play, right? You should be able to see stuff as it's happening. You should be able to see your teammates when they cut. Sometimes you'll miss them, but you should be able to see your teammates more often than not. As Luka comes off this, right? Boom, look how many people take him. 2 people take him. Look how many people's heads are turned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of their heads are turned. Focus on the ball. Ball watching. I can't tell if that's Michael Finney coming down from the top, but the man on Luka's team comes down from the top, cuts down. Okay. Luka already sees this about right here. And he understands that there's 2 people on him. Boom, jump. Sometimes you do things already knowing how the defense is going to react just to get to something else. So Luka jumps just because he knows they're like, oh man, my man. So I'm gonna try to deflect the ball. Okay, bet. You can do that all you want. I got this drop off. Gotcha. Okay, this is a one-on-one isolation situation. And there's really no help because there's a lot of space in this middle right here. And he's on your team. Luka comes down, boom, behind the back. This guy's just a cone. He's not even trying to play defense. First defender. Okay, bet. I'm going to come. I know Lauri Markkinen. He has to help, or I'm just gonna get this easy layup. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna help. I got the dump off to the dunk. Watch this. This pass is going right to this man running. Right to this man running, but Luka sets this up by looking away. Because technically both of them are open. And Luka's gonna throw the man going to the rim open. Lob. Because let me show you something about the lob. One thing about when you throw lobs when a defender is backpedaling is a lot of people don't understand. A lot of passes, especially lobs, are open. You just have to understand that the defense cannot go from a backpedaling state to jumping straight up at their max height that they can. Impossible. So even if this is called a Gortat screen. It's one of the best and smartest things you could possibly do off of a screen to create an advantage and get a bucket. A Gortat screen is basically when your man sets the screen for you. You come off, he rolls to the basket, and he screens his own man, and somewhat your man too, because your man's already on your back or on your shoulder, and you get a layup. So watch. He didn't end up going for the layup. He ended up going for the fade, but he could have easily got to that block and got the layup. Oh my God! Wow. What a pass. What a pass. This is why you always have to have your eyes up. And you guys are probably like, "Oh man, how did he throw this pass? He didn't even look at him." You guys aren't understanding. You guys aren't understanding this. Right here, boom. This is when he sees that. I think that was Tim Hardaway that shot that. This is when he sees Tim is wide open. He sees Tim is open about here. Because his eyes are looking. He's always scanning the floor. He sees that there's who is guarding the corner would have took, even if this bottom defender right here would have took the rolling man to the basket or the diving man to the basket, Luka would have read that because you're not reading your guys. You're not reading the offensive player. You're reading the defense. He would have read the defense sliding over and hit the guy in the corner. He would have hit Tim Hardaway in the corner. This is probably going to be a lob pass. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a lob pass to this man running that you could see on the left side of the screen. It wasn't a lob, but it was a direct pass. Let's see what happened there, though. Boom. Even at the NBA level, defense does not pay attention. I'm telling you, defenders do not pay attention. Defense is lazy. They don't talk. Even at the NBA level. So it's not about how skilled you are all the time. You're gonna be skilled if you're smart, but if you could use your brain, you do not have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the most athletic guy in the world. If you can think more than the other team or the other players, you will look great. Look, pointing, head at the ball, in no man's land, wide open man. How do you not even see that? How do you not see that? Boom.
Against Orlando.
Full court pass to Dennis Smith. This is probably a dunk. Boom, right over the top. Perfect pass. But this is what most players don't do. Most players off of a rebound or off of a steal, which you should have learned in grade school. You should have learned this in elementary school. As soon as you get a rebound, a steal, whatever, and the possession is changing from one end to another end, the first thing you should do is look up the court because you might have a teammate that's wide open or about to be wide open. Or you might have somebody you can advance it to who can advance it to somebody else. So watch. The first thing Luka does is look up the court. Boom. He already sees Dennis Smith open. He's gonna actually throw him more open because this dude is backpedaling. Now he starts to sprint, but boom. All right, boom. Comes off the screen. Now he has Covington in the disadvantage. Now he has the matchup he wants. I'm gonna look this way, throw the lob that way.
Just terrific vision.
Defense for about 3 or 4 seconds, and Luka got the best of it with that little shot fake there.
Drives on no set, bounces off him once, takes him down low, up and under and down.
The three most productive players.
This is definitely a lob or a bounce pass. Or maybe it could be just a regular pass, but like I said, once again, if this man in the weak side corner comes and rotates in and tries to take Dwight Powell, he's gonna hit the corner. If not, this is either a lob or just an easy pass to the basket to a dunk or a layup. Boom. And that's a good back screen. This is obviously a set or a play, whatever. But Tim Hardaway sets a good back screen, and then, oh, he ended up helping. So he hit the corner. And that's too late. Shot already off. Shot is already off. Boom. Watch this cut. Once again, know what defense. Don't let up, and then just let him run through you and get the steal. Boom. He gets it, sizes up, pump fake. I guarantee this is boom. They double him. Luka sees that Green is open on the wing. But he knows that if he looks at Green, it's going to make sure that Kristaps is wide open. And he actually jumps in the air and looks at Green while he's doing it. Boom, jump in the air. Okay, the defender guarding Kristaps is now going to go out there because he thinks he can get out there and stop that play from happening. Okay, bet. I already know you're going to do that. I knew what you were going to do before you did it. That's how you become a smart basketball player.
Take a look at this.
God, what a pass.
Got it off in time, plenty of time.
What a shot.
Wow. Spin move in the paint. He thought it was and one. Nice fade.
How about that move? Blazers lead by 1. There is Luka tricking the deep.
It's all about your eyes. Boom. Boom. Bump. Keep going. Just because you feel a little contact doesn't mean you have to stop. And use your pivots. Pivots work so well once you get inside the three-point line, especially in the paint. Uses his pivots. He literally got wide open from picking up the ball. He picked up the ball and he definitely saw it before he got to that point. He already saw him cutting in. And he understands that that man's man is on him now. He's got 2 people. He drew 2. He did his job. Now it's on Dwight Powell to cut down to the basket, receive this pass. I'm going to drop it off.
He still scores too much.
Easy dunk.
And come on, man. Right side of the floor, so he's worked on his game to where he's pretty versatile now. And
Lob. This is either a lob or going to the corner. Yep. Jump up. See. So, watch this. A lot of coaches will tell you, boom, don't throw jump passes. But if you know what you're doing, jump passes are actually one of the most effective things you could do because it fools the defender while you're looking one way and they think they got you, and you throw it the other way.
Orange draws the defense. Touch pass by Matthews. Luke at the end of the shot clock. Got it back with Dennis. A one-handed 3. Luka. As an assistant in the NBA the last 18 years. Dončić. Touch pass by Matthews. Luke at the end of the shot clock. Got it back with Dennis. A one-handed 3. Luka. As an assistant in the NBA
Wowzers.
the last 18.
A lot of people think that's a flashy pass. but I don't really understand why they say it's flashy. I guess it's flashy to the human eye, but coaches will say something is flashy, but it's really not. It's just an effective way to get it there. Flashy is more like, when I think of flashy, I think flashy is when you didn't necessarily have to do that. Like you're on a fast break by yourself with your teammate. It's a 2-on-0, and you do a between the legs lob. That's flashy. But throwing a behind the back pass because the defense might be at an angle where you can't throw it in front of you, it's not flashy. Who's took Dwight Powell? I'm sure Luka is probably going to look at Tim Hardaway.
Luka forced out to the wing, but then is able to adjust his drive, got inside, digs out a rebound of his own, miss.
Three-point opportunity for Dončić. You know, a couple games ago, we were
Watch this. Luka comes down. He actually slows down his step because he knows, okay, I got by him, but I could possibly get an and one or create him to bump into me and just draw a foul in general if I slow down while he's trying to speed up to catch up to me. Once I get in front, slow down.
Luka on a drive inside.
Slow down, was able to get the and one.
defense and able to create a second opportunity still from the three-point line.
Absorbing contact.
And he thought he was hot. So, you know, players keep playing, man. Again, it goes to the
Once again, looking away from where you want to do to get what you want. Comes off the screen. Has DeAndre Ayton in the drop. Boom. Pump fake. Step through.
Shooting 63% from the floor.
pass.
And that percentage is going to go up.
It's in Dallas. Iguodala, you know he loves a matchup like this, guarding one of the best young players in basketball in Dončić.
Paying attention. Or, my bad. The man who you are being guarded by is not paying attention. So the best time to cut is usually when you're in the corner and somebody is driving from the top. And the best time to cut from the top or the wings is when somebody is driving from the wing or the corner to cut from that opposite slot or that opposite wing or top position. Because all the defense's head is turned.
Flips it back, looking for his 7th assist, and he's got.
They switch him off. Here's a small guy right here.
Fourth time down in a row.
The one. And that's just crazy, folks.
And an excellent look at it from.
Watch this. LeBron comes up and doubles. I'm pretty sure their plan was to get it out of Luka's hands. Luka attacks the slower defender, who is Dwight Howard. And Dwight's in a legal guarding position. He's not in front of him. He doesn't want to give up a three. So Luka is going to do the smart thing and ball fake this, already knowing Jamal's going to jump out. Who's not? Especially if it's a shooter in the corner, you're going to jump back out there. Boom, get out my way, dunk.
To the corner. Murray bites him.
It's so predictable because as somebody watching, you know it's going to happen. Even sometimes the defender knows it's going to happen, but you never know for sure. So, of course, you're going to jump out there. Of course, you're going to jump out there. So, that's it for today. That's a breakdown of Luka Dončić, how to be able to read the game, how to use your IQ. And you don't necessarily have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the most athletic. You don't have to jump the highest, whatever. You don't even have to be the best shooter necessarily. You don't have to be a lot of things. As long as you are smart, you can survive in the game. You'll play a lot. Your coaches will play you. If you can think the game